Hey, how's everybody doing? My name's Lex Coupe, and I am back, and I am bringing you some more Battlefield Hardline. I'm still playing Blood Money in this episode, in this video. Just a quick thing, right off the bat, at the bottom of your screen, you're going to be seeing a sub shoutout. Now, this is something that I used to do on the regular, I'd say once a month, once every 2 months, and I've been lacking. I've been lazy, I guess you could say, or occupied doing a whole bunch of different other things, but this is something that I like to do. I like to give a shout out to the subs. So at the bottom of the screen, you are going to be seeing the sub shout out. Now, these are from the last sub shout out, which I did, which was, I'd say 6 months ago, might be longer. It's been a while. That's why there's so many names. So it might be going kind of fast. But this is just my way of saying thank you to the subs. I appreciate you subscribing to me, and if you don't say your name, it's from one of a few reasons. One, either you subscribed before and before I did my previous one, and that's why your name isn't showing up, or two, your name I didn't get an email, because what I do is I go through all my emails and I type out every name the exact same way it's spelled on your YouTube channel, and I type it out and I put it into my a notepad, and then I bring it over to a video editing program, and I make all this. So I make this whole sub shoutout thing from scratch. So this is my way of saying I appreciate your subscriptions, and I hope that you can appreciate the amount of time that I put into doing little things like this. So yeah, I am playing Battlefield Hardline. This is from the same session that I played from before, that you guys were able to witness my previous game. And yeah, it's a fun game. You know, it's all about like whether you enjoy this type of game or not. And the reason, okay, this is my second shot at this commentary, by the way, because when I was editing the sound from my first recording, I sounded like a robot, and I didn't keep the original. I actually deleted the original, and because I just assumed it was going to work perfectly, and I screwed up, basically. So this is my second go at it. So, but the reason I was doing this sub shout out and this commentary, I got into this mode. I looked at my phone. I got an email from my sister earlier today. She has a son. He's 2 years old. He'll be 2 in July, so he's not too quite yet. But I look at these pictures of my nephew, and it just makes me happy. I enjoy him enjoying life, going out, and him getting to do all these cool things, going for walks or going to the playground, wherever she takes him, and they do all this cool stuff, and it really makes me super happy. Now, I know everybody would probably say the similar thing, and that's probably true, and that's definitely fair. Everybody has whatever. But that was kind of the reason I was like, I want to jump on and do a commentary. This is a regular commentary. I don't do these very often anymore. This is purely what my channel used to be based on, was doing regular commentaries over top of first-person shooters. And then I started getting into the live game stuff, the live game modes in for certain things, and blah, blah, blah. So, channel, I'm digressing. But, yeah, so it's the cool thing about it that makes me even happier about this kid's life is that he is going to be, like, what she did. So before she had the child, she went and, like, looked at, good ways to raise a child, and everybody's just like, oh, you don't need that shit. People have been doing it since the Stone Age without knowing how to raise your kid. But they, through scientific proof, they've found that certain ways of raising a child, whether it was through, teaching them sign language, teaching them multiple languages as an infant or as their youth, increases brain activity, and by increasing brain activity, increases longer memory, which increases IQ, basically. So with that, and problem solving skills, although I feel like I have really good problem solving skills, but I feel like I have a low IQ because my memory's shit and my reading is horrible. So who knows? But yeah, and he's raised so awesome because he started learning sign language. So she found out that sign language is really good for a child because it teaches them multiple ways to express themselves as an infant. So she started at like 8 months, something like that, teaching him sign language, so that if he couldn't pronounce the word, he could do the sign, and he would get, he was able to express himself and get things like, he learned like thank you and hungry and food and all this really cool stuff. And another cool thing about him is that, like, he eats really well. He eats so good. He doesn't get any sugary crap. Like, he doesn't even get a freezy. Like, there's no sugar in his diet. It's unless it's like from fruits and vegetables, and like he doesn't get McDonald's. He doesn't get any like garbage. It's just, oh, every time I think about how she's raising him, it makes me even happier. And that was part of the reason of this commentary. I wanted to ask you guys, what makes you happy? Because thinking about my nephew makes me really happy. Sometimes playing video games make me happy, but also sometimes it frustrates the crap out of me because that's just the way it is. That's the way Rust, or Call of Duty or Battlefield or Halo or all these games, that's what they are. Sometimes they frustrate you, but sometimes they just make you feel good, like when you go on a crazy killing spree and you get that adrenaline pumping and you get all this joy out of it. So that was, I just felt like, to be honest with you, multiplayer first-person shooters, I don't get as much joy out of them anymore. Sometimes I get that adrenaline rush, and then sometimes but for the most part, I get mad when I get killed because it was usually due to some sort of lag issue, whether somebody glitched around the corner and then all of a sudden I was dead, or whatnot. And as I'm getting older, I'm finding that the more real things in life, well, video games are real. I hate it when people say that, like, it's just a game, dude. If somebody gets really into something, it's just a game. That expression has always like bothered me, because what if somebody's games are their life? If somebody plays video game for a living, like those Call of Duty people that play tournaments for a living, you can't just say it's just a game to them. No, it's their career. And what about the people that do video game reviews on YouTube? It's just a game. No, it's not. That's my career. I do video game reviews. But anyways, I'm digressing. Or I digress. Sorry. And I'm getting off topic. Basically, what I wanted to know from you guys: what makes you happy? Does playing video games make you happy? At the end of the day, do you just want to sit back in your comfortable chair and play some video games and get some frustration out from what happened earlier in the day? Do you have another hobby that makes you happy? Do you like crafting things, magical things with your hands? That would be cool too. I want to know. And like, let's start a conversation. Let's start a little topic down below of like what makes you happy, and because maybe just sitting back when you get home and watching your favorite TV show makes you happy at the end of the day, or on weekends when you get to go out and go on a long hike, an adventure. That maybe that's what makes you happy. I don't know, and I'm expressing to you guys what makes me happy. Honestly, at this present moment in my life, there's certain things, like I enjoy video editing and I enjoy video games, but the thing that always puts a smile on my face is, seeing my pictures of my nephew, or going and like visiting him, and I get just that puts a smile on my face. All right, we're coming up to the end of the gameplay, so let me know in the comment section below what makes you happy. Is it a hobby that you have? Is it like watching YouTube videos? Is it whatever? Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video game, the gameplay, and the commentary. This is Lex Coupe saying, rate, comment, subscribe. Dooch, dooch, skadoosh.